Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching this video. Today I'm going to be doing a review on some new ombre makeup products from Wet n Wild, so if you want to hear my thoughts on these, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm trying the whole like half up, half down, top knot situation today, and I just don't know how I feel about it. I kind of like it when my head's like straight on. If I look down, I don't know if it looks like a turd. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it. But anyways, let's actually talk about what I want to talk about in this video, and it is some new ombre products from Wet n Wild. So I showed these in a haul recently. Well, I showed the blushes anyway. And I found both of these like lines at Target. I know the blushes are exclusive to Target. I'm not sure about the lip duos, but if anybody knows if they are exclusive or if they're not, please leave it in the comments below because I would love to know. So, like I said, I found the blushes at Target and I showed them in a recent haul. I got all three colors. I got in a purple haze. I got, Mai Tai Buy You a Drink. And then the Princess Daiquiris, which is the one I am wearing in this video. So, obviously you can see by the blushes, but if you aren't familiar with ombre, it is kind of going from like a darker shade to a lighter shade, or it can be going from one color to another color. So honestly, these pretty much go from a darker or from a lighter hue to a darker hue of the same like shade range, so to speak. So this one is the Princess Daiquiris, and what I love about these is that you can kind of have like 3 different blush colors in one. So this one, if you do like and then you swirl them all together. Oh my gosh, did my earring just pop out? No, we're good. Okay. So with this one, like, here is the dark shade, here is the light side, and then here is it all swirled together. So as you can see, you get 3 colors in one blush, which is really great, especially since these are, I think, were only like $3.99 or $4.99. One of those two. I know it wasn't higher than $4.99. So this one is in a purple haze, and this kind of goes from like a light pink to a lighter purple. And so you get... Okay, so here's the purple side, here's the pink side, and then here is both of them swirled together. I absolutely love this one, and I am going to see if it is a dupe for the MAC blush that I love, titled Full of Joy. That is like a beautiful light purple, and I really want to see if that's a dupe for it. But anyways, the next one and the last one is Mai Tai Buy You a Drink. And this one I actually did a little differently. So, wait, hold on. Okay. So here's the dark side, here's the light side, and then here is it swirled together. So you guys can see that. Now, I know that these are titled the Color Icon blushes, so I was really intrigued to see if they would be the same formula as the original Color Icon blushes from Wet n Wild. And let me tell you, I'm pretty sure they are. They are extremely smooth, they're extremely pigmented. Although I will say that I like this formula a little bit better because they're not as powdery as the typical like Color Icon blushes. So if you weren't a fan of how powdery that formula was, you might enjoy these better. They're very smooth, really creamy, they're pigmented, they stay on a long time, the price is right. I just think that if you find these, I would definitely snatch them up because they are beautiful. And Mai Tai Buy You a Drink and the Princess Daiquiris are very similar, but Princess Daiquiris is a little bit more peach, where Mai Tai Buy You a Drink is a little bit more like orangey bronze. But in a purple haze, I think is beautiful. It is so different for the drugstore. I haven't seen a lot of blushes this color, especially at the drugstore. So I am a huge fan of these blushes, so I would definitely recommend getting these. Okay, moving on to the things that I wasn't a huge fan of. And these are the Wet n Wild Ombre Lip Wands. So I got all 3 of these as well, and I do believe these were $4.99. Woo! I got, what is this? Sisters in Charm, which is like the nude one and the coral one. And then I got Pretty Pocket Pear, which is like a dark brown and then a red. And then I got Mutually Beneficial, which is like the bright purple and the bright pink. So with these, you're supposed to kind of put the darker shade on first, maybe like in your outer corner, and then put the brighter shade or the lighter shade in the center and kind of blend them together. The reason I don't like these is because they do not blend together very well at all. I was actually trying to wear Pretty Pocket Pear in this for this video, and I put it on and I hated it. Like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it fade right. It looked really splotchy. I would like try to blend it, but then it wouldn't blend really well. It just, they're not a good formula for the ombre look. And it's a very dry formula, and I am aware that Wet n Wild Mega Last lipsticks are a little bit more dry. I have a bunch of those lipsticks, and yes, they are a little bit more dry, but the pigmentation is beautiful. These have that pigmentation, however, they are even more dry than the Mega Last lipsticks. And because this is like a ombre lip concept, it just doesn't blend well together at all, and that is what you want with an ombre lip. An ombre lip is really going to enhance your lips and make them look fuller and bigger, because you're kind of like contouring your lips, so to speak, because you're putting a darker color on the outer corner and then a lighter shade in the middle. So it's going to make the lighter shade appear more, or it's going to make the center of your lips appear more pouty and full. So with that being said, to be totally honest with you, the only one that really allowed it to do that and to like contour your lips was Pretty Pocket Pear, because it had a darker shade and then a lighter shade. So that's why I was gonna try to wear this one, but it just didn't work out. So as you can see, pigmentation is totally there. The formula is just extremely dry. So you would put you would put this side, the darker shade, on the outer corner, and then you would blend it into the red. But like I said, they just didn't blend together, and this works for ombre because it's darker going into lighter. This was my issue with the other two. Mutually beneficial. It's a extremely bright purple and an extremely bright pink. Now I think the concept was to put the purple on the outer corner and then blend it into the pink. But as you can see, these are both extremely bright. So it's not really going to give you that like ombre contoured lip look. It's just almost just going to look weird. And to be totally honest with you, I don't think that these are different enough to give you that ombre look. This next one I wore quite a bit actually, and this is the like neutral one, Sisters and Charm. So you get one side which is like a peachy nude, and then you get a side that was like a bright coral. Well, the bright coral side just decided to like break off. It was so dry that it just wouldn't even stay on the tube. And that's another thing. The Mega Last formula is a little bit dry, yes, but it is a thicker lipstick, so it doesn't break as easily. These are a dry formula, and they're very, very thin, as you can see. So that just doesn't mix well, and it breaks off really easily. So I was not happy about that at all. But again, this did not lend itself to ombre really well. I did not know which side to put where, because, well, the nude could be darker, and then you blend it into the bright coral, but that would look weird. But then putting the bright coral on the outer corners and blending in the nude would look weird. It just didn't make sense. There wasn't a dark enough shade to really give you that ombre contoured look. I do know that NYX just came out with some ombre lip duos as well, and theirs are more of like a thicker lip pencil on one side and then a lip liner on one side. And I personally have not tried those, but I've heard a lot of good things about them here on YouTube, so I maybe would suggest those over these. They're probably going to be a little bit more expensive, but wait for a sale, wait for a coupon, and get them then. This formula, how dry it is and how patchy it was, it did not blend well together. And also the format of the pencil, having two skinnier lipsticks, did not make for an easy application. When I was trying to put on Pretty Pocket Pear, the dark shade, even though it's a thinner formula, or a thinner, like, I don't even know what to call this, a thinner lipstick, it wasn't thin enough because of how dry this formula was. I needed it to be a little bit skinnier, and it didn't get a precise enough line. And so I just don't like the packaging formula, format, whatever you want to call it. I don't like how dry it is, and I don't like how this is really the only one that would give you that like ombre lip look and give you that ombre lip like effect of making your lips look fuller. The other ones are just the other ones are just going to make your lips have two different colors. They're not necessarily going to ombre them and really make them look fuller. So I would definitely stay away from the lip ones, even though they are only $5. I just don't even think you should waste your $5 on those. But definitely get the blushes. They are beautiful. They're amazing, creamy, pigmented, last a long time. Wet n Wild never disappoints with their blushes for me anyway, so I totally recommend those. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys in my next video.